This is the Reds POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Cincinnati Reds. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Good evening, Reds fans, and welcome to another edition of the POSTCAST, brought by Locked On Reds and the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. I'm Tim Daniel. I'm a lifelong Reds fan. On my second season here at Locked On, I want to thank you for spending some time with me tonight as we discuss the Cincinnati Reds 4-1 victory over the Philadelphia Phillies. On tonight's show, Chase Burns continues to put people on notice. Tyler Stephenson gets on base 4 times, and John Sadak had the quote of the year so far on Key Brian Hayes. And I'm going to read it. All that and a whole lot more. Let's start tonight with our Locked On Player of the Game.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
All right, let's talk about our boy, Chase Burns, shall we? Because tonight, once again, another gem. He brought his ERA down to 1.83. He had 9 strikeouts in 6 innings tonight, had 1 earned run on 3 hits. Guys, William asked me after his last start, he asked me, Tim, do you think that Chase Burns could be in the All-Star game? Chase Burns right now is putting up numbers that would say that he should be the starter of the National League in the All-Star game. If he played for the Dodgers, it was putting up these numbers. If he played for the Mets, the Cubs, one of these teams and put up these numbers, he'd be the All-Star game starter. No doubt about it. What the Reds have in him is so darn special. He's that guy that, like, when it's his turn to take the ball, you just feel like you're winning, right? When you're going through the schedule and you're like, things aren't going very well, and you see Chase Burns' name pop up, that he's going to be the pitcher that day, something just feels different that day. He has just found a way to become that guy for this team, and I will take it every day of the week. I think Tommy Thrall said on the broadcast, he came into this game, if he doesn't have that rough outing against the Angels, his one sleeper of a start, he would have came in this game with a 1.13 earned run average. Did we mention he's like 24? I might even have that wrong. He might be younger than that. Let me look. But regardless, he's 6-1, which again, I don't care about pitcher wins. But when no, he's 23. My goodness, I gave him a year. He's 23. But when you have 6 wins and 10 starts as a pitcher, you're doing something right. In 59 innings this year, he has 64 strikeouts. His whip is under 1. Do we understand how special this guy is? Do we just understand that when he pitches, and Johnny says it here, something felt different about the bullpen. I'm going to get the bullpen here in a second. So please, Johnny, don't think I'm ignoring your comment. And William asks, is it too early to call the Cy Young winner? No, I think he's going to be in the conversation. Obviously, if he keeps this up all year. And, the couple people have said, like, I think he's a better pitcher than Hunter Green. I've been saying that since Jump Street. I feel like he's just kind of become that guy. And that's not a knock on Hunter Green. I think Hunter Green's phenomenal. But, man, there's something about watching Chase Burns pitch that you're just like, why did Travis Bazan is awesome. But you're like, why did the Guardians let this guy drop to the Reds? Like, do they know what he is? Holy mackerel. But I'm also grateful they did it, even though I think Bazan is pretty awesome. But last 7 starts, 4-0, the 1.27 ERA, 42 2/3 innings, only 6 earned runs, and 46 strikeouts. Man. This is just the beginning, by the way. Like you guys say, if he stays healthy, Reds got something going there, man. Sign that dude long-term now. Let's talk about the bullpen. Pierce Johnson, solid inning. I thought was just fine. Inning with 2 strikeouts, does have a walk. Sam Maul is a great inning. To pitch in that spot and do what he did, you absolutely will take that. I mean, he was great. And then Tony Santillan closing out the game tonight. Looked like Tony Santillan. Gets 2 strikeouts in the inning. Shout out Tyler Stephenson with a little pat there to kind of get that last out, that ABS challenge to end the game. Those are kind of fun, aren't they? Like Sal Stewart had that one he won that he didn't have drawn a walk on. That was called strike 3, and then he's like no. And then Chase Burns had one that they originally called ball 4, and he got it turned around to be strike 3 as well. But Bullpen did great tonight. As a team, they struck out 14 guys. The bullpen had 5 of those in 3 innings. Obviously, when Burns has 9, that makes things a lot easier. But yeah, shout out the bullpen. They were awesome tonight. Let's talk about some hitters tonight. And obviously, we're going to talk about Elly De La Cruz because that triple and that walk were huge. But I just was really mean to Tyler Stephenson the other day, so I got to give him some flowers tonight.
It's time to reveal who made the biggest under-the-radar impact with today's X Factor.
Let's talk about Tyler Stephenson's night, because you're like, oh, well, Tim, he only went 1 for 1. Yes, he went 1 for 1. He walked 3 times tonight. Come on now. And when you see who's sitting behind him, which, oh, we're getting there. Don't you worry. We're getting there. That will be talked about tonight on the show. The fact that he's getting on base each time says something. Now, he's getting out at second. He was out at second 3 times tonight. 3 times tonight. Think about this. Think about that. I know I'm trying to save it for the last segment, but it's segment 3 is kind of creeping into segment 2 because of this whole thing. But Tyler Stephenson tonight with 3 walks and a hit, getting on base 4 times. You love it. I'm a big Tyler Stephenson guy. I hate being mean to him. I felt like I was pretty brutal on him the other night, but he has been bad this year. I mean, there's no other way around it. It was nice to see him have a good game. I hope this keeps going. I hope we can get back to Ty Steve of old, where he's swinging the bat really well, because they absolutely need it. Let's talk about the rest of the offense. I know I've seen them in the chat a couple times. Blake Dunn, what a play to score there. That was awesome. It gets Bryce Harper an error, and it's a close play, but I don't know why it was reviewable. I mean, I feel like he did a pretty damn good job touching the plate. So that was really awesome to see. I mean, he's hit very well since he got this call, and I'm not a huge Blake Dunn guy. I'm not a big believer, but if he keeps playing like this, like keep him out there until he shows he can't do it. And right now, he's been able to show he can do it. So kudos to him. JJ Bleday today, another hit today. He's got a 1.055 OPS. That's pretty awesome. Willie Mass is done faster than Elly. I think that they said like it's like a race every year at spring training that everyone is very interested in. So it's pretty close. Jake said, what's the Suarez update? I think he starts rehab assignment tomorrow, actually. I think he starts his rehab assignment tomorrow in Louisville. So if you guys are in the Louisville area, maybe you want to check out those bats, that bats lineup tomorrow, see if you can go see old Gino DH. Talk about the rest of the lineup real quick. Spencer Steer, another hit. Just keeps hitting. Sal Stewart had a really nice day at the plate with a hit and a walk. Dane Myers today playing center field was decent. Did have 2 strikeouts, but did have a sac fly. JJ Bleday, like I mentioned, but Elly De La Cruz today too just did Elly things. So has that triple that kind of gets that rally started for the Reds to get their first 2 runs of the game in the 4th inning. And like you all, when he rounded second to get the 3rd, and he was in there. I think we all did the whole, well, is he going to score or are they just going to leave him there? And Sal Stewart gets to first base. I mean, Spencer Steer gets on first base, and you're like, oh, he couldn't score from there. Oh boy. But obviously ended up coming in a little later on a sac fly. And then we had Bleday a sac fly right after that to brings in the next runner, brings in Steer. So that's how that inning went. But Elly has that. And then the 7th inning, when they're trying to play add-on, he gets to a 2-strike count and draws a walk. Like, I think all these things we've talked about with Elly this year, as far as how good he's been, and he's been great. I still think we're overlooking how much more patient he is, because we're like, oh, he's hitting home runs again. Oh, he's getting triples again. He's not having as many errors in the outfield. I mean, in the infield. And now you're just seeing him just kind of be like, all right, like, look, you got me in 2 strikes. Like, you still got to beat me. I'm not just going to give this at bat up. And that is where I think the biggest growth with him is that we're not talking about that enough. Dave says right here, my guy Dave gave me this beautiful Dayton Dragons poster right here, by the way. Shout out Dave Magram, my dude. Says he's amazing with 2 strikes. He has become amazing with 2 strikes. And that's like superstar stuff right there. Remember every day last year I had to come in here and people were like, he's not a superstar. I was like, yes, he is. Wait till he's healthy. And we're going to see Elly De La Cruz do Elly De La Cruz things. Right now, we're getting Elly De La Cruz a superstar. And I'm loving it. You guys are loving it. We're all loving it. You know who's not playing at a superstar level right now? Keep Ryan Hayes. To the point that one John Sadak, my good friend, everyone's favorite play-by-play man, is one of us. And oh boy, did he let him have it tonight. I'm going to read John Sadak's quote after the break, and I'm going to talk about it with you guys. But first things first, this episode is brought to you by our friends over at Rocket Money. If you've ever opened your bank account and thought, where did all my money go? You're not alone. Keeping track of subscriptions, spending, and bills can get overwhelming fast. That's where Rocket Money comes in, helping you take control of your finances all in one place. It tracks all your subscriptions in one spot and can help cancel the ones you don't need with just a few taps. It automatically categorizes your spending so you can actually see where your money is going, and you can set budgets, get alerts, and stay on top of upcoming bills. It just makes everything feel more organized and gives you a clearer picture of your finances day to day. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Let Rocket Money help you reach your financial goals faster. Join at rocketmoney.com/lockedon. That's rocketmoney.com/lockedon. This episode is also brought to you by Kalshi. Baseball season is here and now. You can trade every game on Kalshi. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house, and as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code LOCKEDON to get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi. Kalshi. Trade on anything. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory. Want to give a shout out to our everydayers here on the postcast. Thank you so much for spending time with me. And it's so nice when I get to come in here and talk about a Reds win with you guys. And that's my favorite. And you can also not only check me out after every Reds game, but you get Jeff Carr and Stephen Offenbaker Monday through Friday on Locked On Reds as well. And of course, if you are an everydayer and want to make it official, check out the Locked On Everydayer Club for $5 a month or $50 a year. You get access to all your favorite Locked On shows ad-free. You've got the Discord chat in there as well. You can not only check out me here, but you can check me out on Locked On Cavs with the postcast as well, which they're up to at halftime as we're recording right now against the New York Knickerbockers. So fingers crossed they have a really nice day. All right. We're going to talk about Ke'Bryan Hayes here. And those who know me know how much this hurts because I was a believer. I thought, man, the defense is so good, you got to keep them in lineup. And I'm here to tell you guys here right now on Locked On Reds postcast, right here on Wax, whether you're listening to this on your favorite podcast app of choice, you're hanging out with me on YouTube right now, or you watch this later on YouTube, I was wrong. I was so wrong that our good pal, John Sadak, one of my really good friends in the baseball world, he's been on with Jeff and Steve many of times since he became a member of the Reds, just the best human being. And I would not ever let anyone say anything bad about John Sadak. John Sadak's show tonight, he's one of us. When he said this after Ke'Bryan Hayes' double play, he now has tied the team lead in grounded and double plays. He came into the game batting in the 140s. He's getting on base barely above a 200 clip. Numbers are what they are, man. You're 100 bats into the year. And you know what? He's right. He's right. I get that Ke'Bryan Hayes is debatably the best third baseman in baseball defensively. And I've made the case all the time, guys. Like, I'm right here saying I was wrong. He's not playable right now. And I know there are people who come in here and they tell Steve and Jeff and me, like, dude, you guys are way too hard on him. Maybe we are. But as the Reds are going through this issue, this thing where they can't consistently win games, where they've had this brutal May, they've just had this brutal May. You need all the offense you can get. And I understand. Geno Suarez is not with the team right now. We are all waiting to see when he's going to be back. And that's probably going to make things a little different. And for those of you who are like, well, that contract, you can't sit him. Why do we care about what Bob Castellini's money does? I don't think you should either. Just going to be honest. It's not our money. So if he can, if that $7 million is going to be a defensive replacement, so be it, because it's not coming out of our pockets. And if that's, and that's the Reds' fault. I didn't mind the trade. I think the trade made a lot of sense last year. Shore up your defense because the hot corner wasn't very good. People were asking, should they trade Ke'Bryan Hayes? I don't know what you can get for him right now. I mean, who's going to trade for him? That's the thing about it. It's like everyone says, trade this guy, trade this guy, trade this guy. It takes two to tango. So you need a trade partner. So is anyone going to want to go out and get Ke'Bryan Hayes? They could. I don't want to say it's not possible, but it's certainly something that the Reds can do. They should see if they have an option. But I'm not going to be in a bad mood tonight because the Reds won, and the Reds played really well tonight as a team. I was really impressed on everything but grounding into double plays, and missing hit and run signals. But other than that, it was a fun night. And also, shout out my guy John Sadak. I'm really happy I get to him. I can't wait to talk to him about Mandalorian and Grogu. I can't wait to see it on Friday. But regardless, before I get into all the nerd stuff, the Reds are victors tonight against the Philadelphia Phillies 4-1. The Reds have 4 runs on 7 hits and no errors. The Philadelphia Phillies have 1 run on 3 hits and an error. Chase Burns is your winner. He is now 6-1 on the season with a 1.83 ERA. Hazel Cesardo is the loser. He is now 3-4 with a 4.85. And Tony Santillan picks up his 2nd save of the year. And the Redlegs are back at it tomorrow on getaway day. And regardless of what the stats say, this is a great pitching matchup. I'm actually really excited for this. 1:05 p.m. Eastern in Philadelphia. Andrew Abbott takes the hill for the Reds at 3-2 with a 4.21. He'll be going against Aaron Nola, who's having a down year so far, 2-3 with a 5.91. First pitch is at 1:05, so I'll be on probably about 4:30ish or so. Everyone, thank you so much for spending some time with me tonight as we celebrate a Reds win. I'm Tim Daniel. If you want to keep hanging out with me tonight, I'll be on Locked On Cavs here in just a little bit for the postcast, that they're up 1 point over the New York Knicks in the 3rd quarter as the Eastern Conference Finals begins. Everyone, thank you so much. Have a great night. Go Redlegs. I will see you all tomorrow afternoon.